The ocean, endless, eternal, ancient for thousands of years, humanity has looked upon its rolling waves, wondering what secrets lie hidden beneath that vast blue surface, what memories, what worlds, what civilizations may have risen and fallen, long before our own. Beneath the restless sea, there may lie the memory of a lost world, a land of wisdom, power, and mystery, a civilization so advanced that its glory turned to pride, and its pride became its doom, its name, Atlantis. The word itself carries weight, mystery, power. It has echoed through the ages, whispered by philosophers, explorers, mystics, and dreamers. But what if, behind the myth, there was memory? What if Atlantis was not just a story, but a forgotten truth, a fragment of history buried under time and water? Tonight, we dive deep into that mystery, through history, myth, and science, to uncover the enigma of Atlantis. More than just a myth, perhaps a mirror of ourselves. It begins in ancient Greece around 360 BCE, with the philosopher Plato. In his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, he spoke of a mighty island empire beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar. He described a vast land, rich in resources, with fertile plains, majestic mountains, and a shining city at its heart, the capital of Atlantis, built in perfect circles, surrounded by channels of water, temples of silver and gold, and walls of orichalcum, a mysterious metal, said to glow like fire. Plato wrote that Atlantis was blessed by the god Poseidon himself, its people noble, wise, and just. They built great fleets, conquered lands, and spread their influence far and wide. But as generations passed, greed replaced wisdom, power replaced virtue. They grew arrogant and sought to dominate the world. And so, the gods, angered by their pride, sent punishment from the sea. In a single day and night of misfortune, Atlantis sank beneath the ocean, disappearing forever beneath the waves, leaving only silence. To some, Plato's words were metaphor, a story meant to teach humility, but others wondered, could he have been describing something real, something his ancestors had once known? Plato was no storyteller. He was a philosopher, a scientist of his time. His details were too precise, too vivid, to be simple imagination. Perhaps he was echoing an ancient memory, passed down from a world that truly existed, thousands of years before his time. Around 1600 BCE, the island of Thera, modern-day Santorini, erupted in one of the largest volcanic explosions in history. It wiped out the Minoan civilization, a people who built grand palaces, advanced plumbing, and traded across the seas. Their culture vanished overnight, their ports destroyed, their skies turned to ash. Could the memory of the Minoans' fall have inspired the legend of Atlantis? An empire swallowed by the sea, remembered not as fact, but as myth. As time passed, the story of Atlantis refused to die, from the ancient Greeks to the modern world. Everyone wanted to know, where was Atlantis? Explorers searched every corner of the earth, the Azores, the Caribbean, the Mediterranean, even Antarctica. Some said it lay beneath the sands of the Sahara. Others believed it was hidden deep in the Atlantic Ocean. In 1968, divers near the island of Bimini discovered massive stones beneath the water, arranged like a road. Believers called it proof. Scientists called it coincidence. Decades later, in 2009, satellite images showed strange grid-like lines beneath the Atlantic near the Canary Islands, a city-like pattern beneath the sea. People screamed. Atlantis found, experts said, it was only sonar mapping error. But for many, hope returned because Atlantis, whether real or not, had become something. Bigger than history, it had become an idea. Atlantis represents our eternal desire for perfection, our dream of a golden age, a time when humanity lived in harmony, wisdom, and balance. It is the symbol of what we once were, or what we could become, and also a warning of what happens when we lose balance. Every civilization rises, every civilization falls, and in that cycle, Atlantis lives again and again. Egypt rose and fell, Rome, the Maya, the Indus Valley, all great empires that reached for the heavens and fell into dust. Atlantis, in a sense, is all of them. Modern science, too, has not escaped its allure. Oceanographers have scanned the depths, archaeologists have dived into forgotten ruins, and geologists have uncovered clues beneath the seabed. Off the coast of Cuba, vast stone formations shaped like pyramids and roads have been found. Near Japan's Yonaguni, massive underwater terraces carved into rock appear eerily artificial. In India's Gulf of Cambay, sonar scans revealed cities older than recorded history, at depths that should be impossible. Are these natural structures, or the bones of a forgotten world? The ocean keeps its secrets well. All around the world, ancient myths tell of great floods, from Noah's Ark, to the Epic of Gilgamesh, to the Hindu story of Manu, to Native American legends. The same story echoes: a world swallowed by water, humanity starting again. Could these be memories of a global cataclysm, a time when seas rose and Atlantis, whatever it was, disappeared forever? Maybe Atlantis was never a city of stone. Maybe it was a city of spirit, an idea written in our DNA, a longing for balance, knowledge, and peace. Every time we dream of utopia, we rebuild Atlantis. Every time we chase progress without wisdom, we repeat its fall. Look at our world today. Towers touch the clouds. Machines think. Weapons destroy. The oceans rise again. Our arrogance grows, and in the whispers of the wind, the waves murmur. We have been here before. Atlantis, in the end, is not just a myth of the sea. It is the reflection of us, our ambitions, our hubris, our endless search for meaning. It is both dream and warning, both light and shadow. It is the memory of perfection and the price of pride. Maybe that is why we keep looking for it, not to find a place, but to rediscover something within ourselves. We long for Atlantis because we long for ourselves, for the lost balance between man and nature, between power and humility, between creation and destruction. Perhaps the true Atlantis has never been lost. Perhaps it is waiting beneath the waves, beneath the earth, or perhaps within the human heart. As the ocean breathes in the silence of time, it whispers to those who listen. Civilizations rise, civilizations fall, but the sea endures. It remembers what we forget. And somewhere, deep in that eternal blue, the echoes of Atlantis still call, not as legend, not as memory, but as warning, a reminder that even the greatest empires can drown, and the only true myth is thinking we are immune to the same fate. Atlantis, more than just a myth, perhaps the truest story ever told.